can't believe it.
First of all, I'm happy that you're screaming because
And oh my God.
It's
Finally.
giving. Oh my God. Finally for episodes, the upcoming episodes actually.
Yeah.
This is episode 198 of the Oprah Rose Show. And we are all together and I'm
Yes.
so ecstatic. So I am TT.
I'm Gigi.
And I'm Dee Dee.
And I already said it.
And we're like all together. Like I can touch you right now, sister.
Right? I'm like-
I mean, you over there, you know, but you know.
This is our first time being back together recording in 2 years since the Panorama?
We did one in LA that one time when it was last
yeah.
September.
Well, in
last
studio.
year.
But this is our in studio.
Right.
We have
In
not
studio.
recorded probably
Almost
since
two- almost 2 years.
March.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at us.
The girls look great.
Look at
I mean,
okay.
The girls are shining.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just had to wipe my forehead because I was shining literally.
Shining, 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 yeah. All this winning.
I've been losing my mind.
I mean, you've been shining. You've been like vacationing. You've been traveling. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the trenches. Relax, okay? No, we were just
Please don't
grabbing
play a
Drake
little boy
and,
in the
and
club.
Dirk earlier, but
Please.
yeah, no, traveling. I feel like in the pandemic, we were traveling because we did go to Palm Springs together that one time last January.
oh, we were
July.
traveling down in the
But,
panty.
I feel like now, people are like making up for travel. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
my birthday kind of starts off summer. So, and then Six's Poppy is right after me 3 weeks. So it's like trip after trip after trip. And then my sister's wedding. And then T's birthday is coming up. About to be
Which
in
you better buy your
Jamaica.
flight for.
She's going to buy a flight and I got a trip tomorrow.
I'd figure
where
it
you
out.
going
Where you were?
Not literally tomorrow.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No.
Okay, I'm like, shit.
No, okay, real quick. Like G is excused from. First of all, I'm turning 35 plus one. And I had this. I've never done a trip before, and obviously the Panorama
Yep.
canceled my trip, and we were
Yep.
going to Colombia, and then Colombia had civil unrest. I don't know if it's still happening, so I had to pivot
Right.
to Jamaica, and G has a wedding, so she's excluded, and
Where's
G's still
the
trying to
wedding?
figure it out.
It's in North Carolina.
Okay.
But I'm trying to do both.
Got it.
And it's like,
Yeah.
but I told her it's no pressure because it's in the middle
But
of
I
the
also
week.
kind of really, really want to go to Jamaica.
Right.
Like I also
I've never
want to
been.
like. Oh yeah, and that's like I've been to Jamaica 2 times, and I would pay to go to Jamaica every time, again and again and again.
Same. It's my
love
favorite.
That place.
It's the
Really?
one place that I can always go back to. That's why I think I just had to be like, you know what? I don't ever need to go back to Tulum or like
Love Tulum.
Cabo
Yeah.
was my second
Love
choice,
Cabo.
but then Dee Dee and his man decided to add on 2 extra trips when I've only been planning my birthday trip for 2 years.
Hey.
And I get it, it's your birthdays, but big Leo vibes. And it's also my 35 plus 1. It's a milestone
It's a
year.
milestone. I get you. I hear you.
So, and she been, every time I put something in the group chat, Daryl start talking about money, and I'm like, bitch, book your flight. I don't want to hear about. I'm literally just giving you options.
She comes
I've
out
already
of nowhere
paid
on
for
a
everything.
random morning and just be like, "Oh,
Bitch,
here's a
book
boat."
the flight.
And I'm like, literally,
The first thing he says is, "Oh,
I'm paying for this right now.
I'm like, I didn't actually pay for
Oh yeah,
anything
because you have a wedding and all of that. Yeah,
I just picked
your
up a
pockets
tux
are
yesterday.
tapped.
But I literally said to you that you don't have to pay for anything until August. Like, I told you how much my American Express bill
said
was.
that after I said I wasn't paying for anything.
No,
right
I told
now.
you before.
I'm
'Cause
not
I knew you
arguing
had
with
all
you
that.
about this show.
Anywho. All I
can't
know
wait
is
for
your
Jamaica.
black ass. Look, all I know is your black ass better be there.
I discovered
shit.
that I have a $450 credit with American Airlines, and I'm using
Oh,
that.
shit.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing. I love
Even
that.
though I fucking hate American Airlines.
But hey, money is I mean, right now though, I feel like I don't have loyalty to Delta anymore because the prices are crazy. So
Yeah.
I'm taking whoever giving me the cheapest price.
Well, if you would have got your Delta flight when we all got it to Jamaica, it actually was cheap. But anywho,
I'm about to take this
like,
mic off and literally
this
just
why
like
we
throw
can't record
hands.
that. He about to throw the headphones. He about to throw the headphones at me.
Oh my god,
No,
she's
'cause-
attacking me. I'm going. You want me to buy right now?
I mean,
You
you know
want me-
these airlines trying to get it back in blood, so
really
you
are.
might. These airlines is not.
They not playing.
They're
They
not
not-
playing no
in the fact,
games.
they don't even have good snacks no more. Like they don't even have goldfish, Cheez-Its. Like they got them dry ass little peanuts. And what if you got
And
a
still
peanut
in
Well,
plastic
I
allergy?
had
bags.
Cheez-Its last night on the plane.
What did you take?
Delta. I flew Delta
Really?
here, but I'm flying JetBlue back, excuse me, because Delta is she my girl, but
Trying
she's
it.
a fucking
I know,
$1,000.
it's a
I
mess.
can't afford
Every
her.
It is.
flight.
It's too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every flight. I feel like you have to know your travel very much ahead of time to get a better price.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've been clocking them flights for maybe 7 months, and
Wow.
it said $3,000, like SMD from the back, like
what?
and it was on
back.
like.
I'm sorry, you said SMD from the back. I mean, I actually like that. That is actually a good feeling, by the way.
Oh, really?
Sip string.
It's true.
I can't. I've never had that done. I don't think I can have that done.
dicks,
Yeah,
but
my pussy ate from the back, but I feel like they can't really like reach where they need to because of the. I mean, I don't really have like a big butt, but like
you do.
no,
You got
it's
that
like,
thing on you, though.
No, it's just a little. It's just a little round. It's like a little butt, but even
Not
still,
a
when it's
little
like
butt.
angles, it's hard to reach where you need to reach to do what I need
it's
you
not.
to do.
I don't like any of that.
So
I don't
it's
like
more of
sitting on
like-
faces. I'm not really
You
into
don't like
any of
sitting
that.
on faces?
No.
Oh, I love a sit on the face now.
I'm so self conscious about my weight, and I feel like I'm gonna like.
You be thinking
crush
about that while you
someone.
but they be
fucking?
wanting
Yes.
that though. They be wanting to suffocate.
I'm good. I'm good. That feels like
No,
a
they
movie
say
or
that. They
something.
literally say drop all your weight on me.
And I'm also
Try it one day and just see.
You should try it.
And just like,
I'm like-
don't like think about the weight thing. I mean, you look good. The weight is looking good on you. But
my
That's what
face
I'm
is like.
saying. I get it because we all have like our own self identity, but I'm like, I love the extra curves on T.
I do
She
too.
was always curvy, but I love it.
My mother was like, you get a little fluffier when you get older, and I'm trying to be okay with that, but yeah, I mean,
Not fluffy.
I told G yesterday it was given. I'm going to be on the beach, like a jelly, a
You said a
Boston
jelly
cream
donut.
donut. I was like,
girl, shut
I don't give a
up.
fuck. I was like, I'm gonna be there just rolls and
Everybody
it's giving
got
Pillsbury.
rolls.
No, mine are like, yeah, she's not giving what needs to be gave, but yeah, my thighs like touch a lot now. They always touch, but they touch.
Yeah, mine do too. That should be annoying because in the summertime that's annoying.
Yeah, as I was like, I don't really wear
shaping.
shorts, but yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put a little baby powder
Deodorant.
down there.
Johnson & Johnson got all them claims and shit.
Child.
Just put a little natural deodorant in between. Be all right.
Okay.
Oh, that's an unlock. Some natural deodorant. Okay.
So, I mean, I don't believe in that. I think you need all the toxins.
Give me all the
Listen,
aluminum.
no, native is listen. They are amazing. Whatever they are doing, that bottle of deodorant is worth $12. It's expensive as fuck.
They sell it at like a regular drugstore.
You can buy it at CVS. You can buy it at Target.
Okay.
Walgreens.
Give me my Dove. Give me Secret. I don't want Secret out. Give me my Dove. Like, I'm good.
I hear you.
Because like this summer, I mean, I know we talk about it every episode, but like the summer is yanking.
Yes.
And between what's her name? Elsa?
Who's Elsa?
Who's the hurricane?
Oh,
Elsa.
Elsa's the
Between
hurricane?
Elsa, just obviously being out, Casamigos, now LaMarca. Shout out
Shout out.
to you, girl.
Okay.
Angie and I haven't eaten, so definitely shout out to LaMarca.
I had a banana.
Oh yeah, so all the girls are giving faint. But the thing that the girls are also really giving are these music girls.
Oh,
yes.
The women in music right now.
Towering. Storming.
What? And
Storming.
we were just talking about Doja Cat and her Vivo performances. So she's been doing these performances in a desert. It looks fucking amazing. She's been performing songs from Planet Her. The performance of Ain't Shit was really good.
I gotta watch because I love that song. That's one of my favorite songs on the album.
It's funny because she actually performed it recently in front of a white crowd.
I feel like that's her fan base.
Oh,
and
she
I hate
she
that
had
for
a
her.
show, right? Yeah, Coney Island. So I like the idea of Doja Cat. I sat through that album once. I've never re-listened to it.
I think Hot Pink
like the
was
idea.
better.
Hot Pink was definitely.
I also
better.
never listened to that really. Like I know
it's,
the
it's
songs.
giving hit after hit on that one.
Yeah, I know the
Hit
songs that are
after
popular,
hit.
but I'm not.
She literally. The Streets was the last record that she worked, I think, and that was she released a video a few months ago, so that like lets you know how long she worked that album.
Yeah.
and
how many hits
deserved.
she
I
had
mean, it
on
deserved the working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think because she's been out for so long, like I said, I love the idea of I was about to say be a child. Doja Cat. We'll get to her next. I love the idea of her, but yeah, I also I don't really listen to a lot of rap, period. Besides Tyler. Like I don't really listen to rap at
Got it.
all. And her voice can get a little annoying. And I think that's what it was. But I was also hungover when I was listening to it. Yeah, and I was like, girl, shut up. Fuck. Like, it was.
That's Jesse's song. Jesse be going off.
But that's my favorite song on the
So
album.
what is the name
so
of that
shout
song?
out. Get into it, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all in parentheses.
Get into it, yeah.
And then it's like she's rapping in Nicki's cadence. So it's like a Nicki tribute.
And you know, it's funny because I feel like Doja is probably like the most aligned with like the Nicki trajectory amongst all of the
she's a student.
Studied
Yeah.
Nicki
agree.
Minaj
Yeah, now that I agree with you.
perfected
Yeah.
it because she can sing her ass off.
Do they have a song together?
She was on the
Say
Say
So.
So remix.
It was
Okay.
they're both first
Say
number
So
one.
was say. How did that go?
Didn't mean to
Yes.
notice
Okay.
as
Yeah.
much as
Yeah.
that
Because she's
you
so
wrote
Nicki,
it.
and I think
Snapped
she's
on that
Nicki.
fucking
She's Nicki
record,
like
too.
pink print,
Yeah.
like
Hot
it was
pink.
hot pink. Yeah, like she's definitely that pop Nicki.
Yeah,
era.
and she can dance.
Oh,
That's
and
where
she can dance.
that's where she
Nicki
ups the
ass.
girls. Doja can dance.
Okay.
Yeah, she can.
I'm here for her though.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely.
You know
Waiting
her
to see
real
what's
name?
next.
She got like 4 names.
No, what is it?
It's like I don't know the rest, but like Alama and then some other crazy.
Oh,
like
that
3
was the
other,
name of one of her albums.
Yes,
the one
that's her
before Hot
name.
Pink. That nobody paid
And
attention
it's
to.
very long, and I guess because her father is South African, so
Oh.
my assumption is that it's African.
Y'all, first of all, also y'all know I don't really believe that Doja Cat is black. I'm sorry. I need an ancestry. I need a 23andMe. Also, because y'all be trying to let her like the fact that she has a song titled
Doja
"Niggas Ain't
is
Shit."
black, girl.
I don't care
Her
about her
real
little
hair
braid
is
hair,
like-
braid of hair. I don't care.
Doja's black.
You don't believe in the one drop rule?
No, and I don't.
Her daddy is South African.
And it's giving Afrikaners, and they, you got to watch them.
Fair,
So
you
no,
know what? Because South Africa was colonized.
Hey,
like a
hello, I was
motherfucker.
just about to say no. South Africa was colonized. I saw Blood Diamond. So I don't. I saw Hotel Rwanda too. So I don't know how much I believe. I'm not saying it's like cosplay black girl, but I'm just not really. She's not canceled to me after all that stuff that happened.
I can
No.
understand your disdain.
Yeah, but I'm just like, you're not. I don't know. You've never, and I'm not saying that you have to be like super pro black, or any of that. But like, I don't know. I just don't. I just get like ambiguity
I
from
feel
you or
you.
something. I don't get black.
Well, I think she's talented.
I think she is.
Daryl said, "Fuck all of that."
No, and that
Daryl's
honestly,
like-
that's kind of like.
Daryl said, "I don't see color."
And I am that person too.
Don't tell me you're
I
that
am
girl.
Absolutely that black ass person too. But Doja's talent is like so immense that I cannot help but stand. Like
Okay,
she's,
Suttons. Y'all are
Right.
both giving me Sutton, and I'm being Crystal, and this is giving Real Housewives.
she's the moment. She's
Y'all are
the
Kyle
moment.
and Sutton,
She
and
is.
I'm Crystal. And
Oh, I mean, look, we'll get to Housewives, but you want to talk about an amazing addition to a show? Crystal.
I mean, oh my God, best. We're not going to do that right now. But
Not right now.
best
but,
casting of a show.
But
Crystal.
back to our women in music, Bia. Bia.
Bia.
Who also, she got a Nicki feature as well.
Shout out to this rebrand Nicki is doing for finally embracing the girls, because I feel like that was
Finally.
a lot of people's initial dig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we said it on the show like
Yeah.
a while ago.
Yeah, because she was always
She used to
jumping
burn
on
the ladder.
features for dudes,
Which I think-
but burning the ladder for
We used
any
to say
women.
she
Yeah.
burned the ladder.
Which I think actually sucks because I think it's a larger conversation around that. Like G and I have talked about how, we've had maybe 1 or 2 women in music support us and bring us up. And I
One
think
of them being the
sometimes-
same person.
Exactly. One of them, and I'm just saying 2 because I don't want to exclude anybody, but I'm really saying 1.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I think there's this unspoken rule that like, hey, if I'm helping you get on, you're going to take my spot. Where for me, it's kind of like, I actually read something recently and it was like, you should hire a team that you are going to take my spot one day because you're that fucking good. But women
And then
don't,
also,
men
you
can do
never
that,
know,
but women
like
can't.
when you might need that little person, just the way that things are changing so fastly, like
Yeah.
you might need that younger person, that younger generation.
For
to
sure.
put
Might.
you back
do.
on.
Right.
Do you know how
for
many
some shit.
times I sit and I say, this ain't for me. This is for y'all. So I really listen to them because I'm not
I'm not the consumer.
I'm not. I'm listening to Toni
Right.
Braxton still.
Right.
Like I'm not listening to the same things that you guys are listening to.
Yeah.
So I need them to tell me, hey, this is what's hot. This is what's popping. And I feel like some women, whether it be executive, whether it be artists, it's like you can be threatened by it. And it's like, oh, again, you can't take my spot. And I think that's what Nicki is like. She had this stronghold for so long.
A decade.
And it's kind of like, at this point, you're in the, I'm not even going to say female rap Hall of Fame. You're in the rap Hall of Fame.
Rap,
Absolutely.
You have absolutely solidified your stance in this. So now it's like, you should be bringing up these other girls. And because there's no, think about it, there's no female rap collectives. Like how Drake can kind of that's how Drake can stay relevant. Drake will say, oh, I'm going to take JB Blockboy, who obviously hasn't done anything since then, but I'm going to hop on this song and make it fire.
Or even Draco Ruler.
Draco been out for a minute,
right? But still,
it's like there's certain people that we will literally look at things and it's like, oh, Drake follows this kid, and I'm telling y'all, they have 5,000 followers. So like Drake can be very tapped in and kind of like
that's
hit
also
all
a
of these
team.
things.
Do y'all think Drake had a conversation with Nicki about that?
Probably.
No, I don't think he cares enough.
Well,
I also don't think they're real friends.
But they've been meeting more recently.
I think that's for like cameras. No,
maybe.
I mean, maybe a little bit of both. But I feel like only because I remember watching one of Nicki's lives and she was talking about how she, as an artist, she had her baby. She was in like a little writer's block or creative and
he helped her get out of it.
And he helped her get out of it by sending her records and music. So I'm just curious if like it was a further conversation of like, no, like you should, like the female rap it's here and they are producing and presenting. And I feel like misogyny in general is kind of like hating on it a little bit because they don't want to give credit where credit is due to all of the work that these young ladies are putting out outside of like, Meg.
Right.
There's so many other women who are working and who are doing great things and they aren't getting the accolades. They aren't mentioned in any of the lists that are put out. It's like it's a legitimate, like, y'all are absolutely overlooking these women and you want to say like, oh, you only rapping about sex or your pussy. But that's all these niggas is rapping about too. They're rapping about sex and guns. You know what I mean? No one is talking about anything of depth. So I'm just curious if he had like a larger conversation with her about really embracing the people who admire her, look up to her, because these girls are there. Nicki is their queen.
Yeah.
Every one of them says
every woman in rap right now was a fan of Nicki.
They
had to be.
Well, hold on, y'all. We also cannot have this conversation without Little Kim. We just without mentioning.
She's the blueprint.
Because I'm like, hold on.
Yes,
she was the blueprint. But y'all know I love Inga also, Foxy. But I don't know if anybody was referencing Inga's ass. But Little Kim obviously, was the blueprint. Who and I think that's also the issue. Nicki she wasn't really like shouting out Little Kim or like they never did a song together. You're both from New York, where again all of the male rappers coming up are always they're gonna work with each other, they're gonna support each other, they're when you even just look at like Thug has all of these spawns of people from Gunna to like all the little ones and like
which is
all
so
of
crazy
YSL.
to me. Like I don't think of Young Thug as that, but he is that.
He is. Like I feel like he doesn't get enough of his flowers.
He doesn't.
I agree.
He does that. I'm trying to think who else kind of really, really Atlanta in particular. I think does a really good
Kanye,
job of that.
A lot of people, you can say Kanye influenced a lot of people.
Oh, I would say put on or influence.
Yeah,
exactly.
He used like a
motherfucker.
He uses them.
I was like, those are two different things. I think Thug really, and I've seen it firsthand. Thug really puts these rappers on, like where Kanye wasn't really.
No, he's not putting
Kanye would give you a song and then be like, "Oh, Cudi, I'm gonna steal your whole style."
Yeah.
Though. Oh, Travis, cool, bet I'm gonna steal your whole style.
Did you watch the Netflix thing about This Is Pop? I think that's what it's
I
called.
saw it, but I
with
haven't
the
seen it.
T-Pain episode specifically, Kanye told him how much he loved like singer turned rapper, which T-Pain essentially revolutionized or popularized and made it open to be known that he used auto-tune.
Right.
And everybody slandered him. And
he said the thing about Usher.
Yes. Which
like,
Usher,
what?
you owe that man a fucking apology.
Oh yeah.
Because what the fuck are you doing?
And send
no
him some
shade
flowers.
outside of residency. But you
Oh, I didn't
owe
take
him, you
this.
owe
Hold
him,
on.
I'm like,
you
I
owe
might
him
be
an
going.
apology.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You owe that man T-Pain an apology,
He
sir.
does. He does.
But then Kanye made 808s and Heartbreaks inspired by singer turned rapper.
Yeah.
And obviously, no
And
one ever
used
knows that,
auto-tune
but
on
used
that record.
auto-tune because of
And was praised
essentially what
for
he
it.
saw for T-Pain.
Right.
Yeah. And it's like, look, I get it, right? Nobody, while you're figuring out your shit, nobody wants to like usher in the new person while I'm still figuring out my stuff.
Yeah.
But there has to be some type of balance. And I think specifically going back to just Nicki, like we just said a decade, you
Yeah,
know, like
that's a long
wow,
time.
that's a long time that
Yeah.
you have literally, you have a stronghold.
Yeah.
You are here firmly planted. So I was super happy to see her hop on that Be a record. I think
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Carisha be, I'm sorry, Young Miami, I respect people's wishes.
Carisha.
Right.
Young Miami tweeted like, "Oh, I wish Nicki would unblock me," and I'm like, "Why was she even blocked?" Like,
Well,
Well,
Rock.
because Young Miami went on the Breakfast Club and was saying that she was Team Cardi. When
And-
she
were-
blocked
this
her
was
for
a-
that. They were like, "Of course she like."
I mean,
Nicki
but
blocks people.
But I mean, listen,
6
if you
Poppy's
pick your
blocked.
side,
Right.
Listen, this is no shade, but
I
if you
promise.
pick your side. Bitch, you stand in that. You pick your motherfucking side. Like, okay. But however, I understand both sides. So it's like for Young Miami, it's like, yo, no, Cardi blessed us. She gave us our biggest record, I think, at the time. With,
they were like
What song?
essentially on the same. They were managed by the same people.
What song? What?
Twerk. Yes. Thank you, Alyssa.
I want a slim fine woman was twerking.
Literally,
Right.
but they also
Okay.
had all of these points up. They at one point they were also literally managed by the same people.
They were,
Like,
but they
Right.
went. But she took it upon herself to go on the Breakfast Club and say, "We Team Cardi over here." You could have said, I'm not picking sides. Like, we appreciate
Oh, but
Cardi
she said it like
for
that.
blessing
Right.
us, but she said we Team Cardi, so you can't be mad
When
you pick a side and then I uphold. Say, "Oh no, you pick that side. Stay over there, sis. Don't be asking me for no fucking feature."
I just
5
hate
years
that.
later,
I just
I get it. I mean,
I mean,
feel
you know,
like
we
she-
love we are team City Girls.
Yes,
We
and
team
I love
everybody.
the City
Because
Girls.
you know what
I'm the-
Carisha. Oh, I keep saying it. You know what Young Miami loves? McDonald's.
Oh, she
She
does.
does.
She lives in, so we got to take a pause. You know, shout out. Hashtag ad.
Okay.
Shout out to McDonald's.
Yes.
McDonald's, you know, I think it will forever be a staple in the community. We
You know,
love
I
us
actually had to
McDonald's.
go when I was back home. I traveled. We took Jesse home, and we, did a little like tour. And I had to go to McDonald's because, of course, everything in Elkhart closes at 10 p.m. And
It's always a late night story with McDonald's.
It's always a
It's
late night
always.
story.
Don't forget
and I
about the
was like-
breakfast, though.
Okay.
No, but the breakfast be like hitting. But
The breakfast hit slaps.
But yes, it was 10:30, and we didn't have any other food options. So I was like, you know what? Let me get a fucking chicken McNugget because I haven't had a chicken McNugget in so long with the sweet and sour sauce, and it
Ooh.
literally.
Oh, you just painted a whole picture for
Right.
me.
I had to paint the picture because it really brought me back to like when I was 8 years
Ooh,
old.
I want
Yeah.
to know.
And you remember how like you would beg your parents to take you to
When you saw them
McDonald's.
arches.
So
Listen,
I
love
must
McDonald's
say that
still.
it was very fulfilling to take my kid to McDonald's and get her a Happy Meal and get her chicken McNuggets with sweet and sour sauce. She didn't, because she's not really like a sauce person. But I was like, no,
Yes.
you gotta. I was trying to tell you, you gotta dip it in
Right.
the sauce to
Listen,
make it,
all
and
of
then
it.
taste
Right,
So-
like because for you it was like this nostalgic
It
moment
really
of
was.
experiencing that and trying and showing her what
Yeah.
it was, and she's like, "I just want the fucking nuggets."
Yes.
All of it. I'm telling you, the big breakfast.
yes.
I mean, obviously, quarter pounders. You know, they're making a comeback. The quarter pounders are here to stay. They've never gone anywhere. The fish fillets. I do need them to bring back chicken selects, though.
They do.
They do need
Because
to
that
bring
was
Like
back
real
McDonald's,
chicken.
please bring back chicken selects. Like, no, I would leave right now. Like, I'm
chicken
craving
select.
chicken selects as we're having
Wait,
this
do y'all
combo.
get dessert at McDonald's?
Hell yeah!
So
if the ice cream machine working, we
Oh.
getting a McFlurry, a Oreo McFlurry.
So when I worked at
Oh, I could eat
McDonald's, we would
Sundays
say the ice cream
every day.
machine didn't work because we didn't want to actually.
You can't
use
say
it.
that. Okay, we're done here. Back to the women in music.
Hey
I'm
McDonald's.
gagging.
Hey Hey, McDonald.
Like my heart is really like palpitating all the time.
Apple pies, so I don't even really care.
Oh my gosh!
honestly.
I remember the first time I made a McFlurry. Going back to the ice cream machine when I worked there, girl, you got to put the. I'm motioning. You guys can't see me unless you're watching it. You have to put the cup up underneath with the spoon,
and then like do it,
and then do it.
Yeah,
girl,
I know that. My fat ass. I used to be.
Right,
I used to be in the drive-thru like,
crunch
oh
up
yeah, baby.
the cookies.
Well, no, it comes already crunched, and then you put it inside, but you have to put it into the spinner so it can evenly spin it throughout.
So I can make sure I get cookies at the bottom of my McFlurry.
But then my dumb ass, when I did it, I didn't put the top on, and so it went everywhere, and everybody was like,
So
Daryl?
Basically, that's why Daryl doesn't have a career at McDonald's anymore. That's why Daryl's not general manager of McDonald's, because he was lying, and this is very specific to the Randallstown. It's like, this is only one
Shout
McDonald's.
out to Randallstown,
this
Maryland.
is not reflective of McDonald's globally. This is reflective of what McDonald's.
But I appreciate McDonald's for giving me my first job.
So it's always shout out to
Yeah,
McDonald's.
so it's always shout out.
Because that's why I said that, like I said, the city girls all remember they gave like Carisha her whole thing because she still like loves McDonald's.
Yep.
Like they just that's why I think I love them. They're so relatable. They city
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
girls are just extremely ba-da-ba-ba-ba. They're so relatable. Love those girls.
Yeah.
But we did talk about Bia.
We,
briefly. We were
Well, actually,
talking
let me
about
ask you
Nicki
this.
Minaj, and then
Top 5, 3 to 5. Who is y'all top 3 to 5?
female
What?
rappers.
Female
right now?
rappers, yes.
If I were to say, I'm going to do 3. I'm going to go Nicki, Cardi, City Girls. In no particular order.
In order.
Damn it.
It's only 3.
Oh,
That's
shit.
the order,
No.
kinda. I mean,
Megan Thee Stallion. I want to put my girl Meg
So do
up
5,
in
3 to
there.
5.
All
Do
right,
5.
Meg for who's the 5th one I'm
Doja,
gonna give it?
nigga.
I know, but is Doja
She's
a rapper?
not a rap girl.
I think Doja is though.
But
No.
I'm a fan of how someone was presented to me as how I think of them, and she was presented to me as a rapper, not a singer. So
then what is she?
An artist.
Because
she's pop to me.
Because
Doja's
if you
pop.
look up Doja Cat, it says American rapper. So that's why
very
American
specific.
female rapper.
Okay, what is Lizzo?
So that's why I'm curious.
she was presented to me as a singer.
She was presented as a singer.
Yeah.
But
But
she
with
raps.
Prince. She worked
Doja
with Prince. She
Nor-
plays
to-
the fucking flute.
Like, okay.
Well, Doja Cat plays the piano.
I think like how Drake is obviously a rapper, but and I'm not saying
love
that you
me
get
some
so
Drake.
big, actually, yes, I am. Unfortunately or fortunately, you get so big that sometimes I feel like you break out of these boundaries. That's why no one can question Drake when he makes a sing-songy melodic song. Okay, wait. But Drake is an artist to me. Like Beyonce is an artist, and I'm not
Okay.
saying that Doja Cat and
Beyonce's
Lizzo
a
are
rapper
there.
too.
But no, Beyonce's an artist. Like Doja and
Oh, can I
and
say
Lizzo are
Beyonce is
right
my
under
fifth,
these.
my 5th as a
Girl,
rapper?
G, who are your people? Who are your top 5? Because this nigga trying to put. He about to be like,
It's still Kimberly Jones.
Okay.
he about to be like, what's the red carpet girls? They're about to be like red carpet girls.
Who was Red Carpet Girl?
That little girl she be doing them videos like that. The little light skinned girl.
My lord.
Y'all know who
I
I'm
don't
talking
know
about.
who that is.
I don't know
Yeah, when
who
you
she's
see it, you're gonna
talking
know who I'm
about.
talking about.
Okay, well, let
Okay.
me ask her because it would be Missy and Kim would be there,
Oh,
but I
okay, Missy.
can't
Right now, no,
But I
right
actually
now,
wanna
not
do right
overall.
now.
Yeah,
I wanna
right
do-
now. No, right now.
Absolutely, Nicki. Even though her personality is questionable, I recognize that. I feel like I always have to preference that.
It's true.
But her talent is undisputed. Doja, Megan, City Girls, and I love Saweetie.
Okay.
Saweetie High.
She's in
over
mine.
here.
Yeah.
I see her. I see you, boo.
I do
Yeah,
love
my
her.
top is Cardi, Megan, Saweetie.
Okay.
It's City Girls and Saweetie are interchangeable. Actually,
okay.
they're interchangeable.
I
And
forgot
then
to say
number
Cardi.
5,
I'm sorry, I love her too.
And then number 5, I really like Bia. I'm sorry, I have to say Big Jade. She's slowly.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Big J.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like,
see you
I have
working,
to
girl.
see. Yeah, I was like, I gotta say, Big J though.
I really love Big J's personality. She's like
insane.
your cousin.
Yeah.
Like your
She's
crazy
literally-
cousin
Yeah.
that
She
you
is.
just be like, oh, all right, girl.
Yeah, literally.
Calm down, but all right, girl.
Literally, she's my little cousin. Like literally, like not literally, but yes.
But yeah, no, I love her.
Yeah. So I think, I don't know. I would just love to see more collabs with the rap girls.
I
though.
know.
Overall, like
I want like a.
I just
women
wanna
in
see
rap
more
cipher.
They're
women.
doing it though.
I want like a
I
cipher,
feel
like
I
a
feel
all
Yeah.
like a bunch of them on one song.
Oh yeah, I would love that.
I would love that. Like why?
Like
why?
10 minutes.
But who could?
Oh,
Just
okay.
flowing.
Okay,
Whose
I'm not
song would
spelling
it be,
trade
though?
secrets, but it's coming, and it's I'll tell y'all after
on,
it
Trade
leaves.
Secrets.
But
Okay.
it is
But, like-
coming, and it's somebody that she just
She's
read
the
between the
glue.
lines. She gets it.
Yeah.
Right. Like this girl gets it. And she has a song with like half of the people we just mentioned coming.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
then
smart.
I hope that sees the light of day.
Yeah, I
And
do
all the
too. I heard a clip
clearances.
and I was like, "Oh, this is fucking fire!"
Yeah.
Like,
There absolutely needs to be a ladies' night. Like I don't want to say
Yes.
remix because that was
no,
like a
I want a
moment.
Yeah.
remix. I,
Yeah.
'cause
I
that
I mean,
is
that would
iconic.
be great. It was absolutely iconic, but that's kind of why like I'm hesitant to say a remix
Yeah.
because I kind of want
Yeah.
the people
You
to,
want that vibe.
to do what they
It's
do
ladies'
in
night,
this
what?
generation.
Right. This is us
but
tonight.
Please look at that fucking video. Look at that song. Look at
And get
Mary J.
inspired.
Blige,
Mary J.
drunk
Blige,
as hell with no
drunk
shoes
as hell.
on. Like I need
Just
y'all to
enjoying
just-
herself.
Yes.
Hold up.
I need y'all to look at that and produce your own. You don't have to mimic it, but like mimic the style, mimic
Right.
the
And you could tell they
vibe.
have fun.
They have
have
fun.
fun.
They
But wait,
have
I'm
fun.
sorry, real quick. We cannot move off this topic without talking about that Mary J. Blige documentary.
I
Did you
know.
see it?
Yes,
It
I
was
did.
beautiful,
Shout-
but it was
Girl,
so
Mary,
sad.
We
I
love
just want to
you.
give my sis a hug.
It was. You know how you're like, I put it on while I was working, and I had to stop for a second because I was like, the fact that every single person working on that project was also going through
a heartbreak,
Right.
and that's why
They're-
you know.
You never know. Like when they say that, it's really not cliche. Like you never know what someone else is
yeah,
going
you
through.
don't.
From Puff to the producer to, I mean, like everybody was going through
Faith
stuff.
wasn't mentioned on that, but she wrote for that album. I
Oh,
believe
yeah, she wasn't.
Is she? I didn't know that.
I believe so.
She wasn't. But I'm just, I just, all I want is, I really want Mary to truly be happy.
I know.
Yeah.
Like truly, truly.
Be Happy was a song
You
on
know,
the
I
on
never
the
noticed
album.
that scar on her face.
You did? It's on the Mary album.
Yeah.
But I don't think I paid attention to it.
It's
And
like-
it was
yeah.
like when
I've
I
also
saw
never heard her
it,
talk about it.
that too.
I've seen it, but I never heard her talk about it.
Wait, she mentioned on the thing? Was on the
Is she
thing?
mentioned on the doc?
I know it from the Mary thing. How did she get it?
It was a cut. It was a
Yeah.
fight.
Okay,
Fighting
and I
these
think maybe
girls
because I
in the
knew that,
projects.
so I just
Yeah.
okay. I think I just knew it, but like, yeah, I want to give my sis Mary a hug.
Yeah.
Like, it was so good. If y'all have
Yeah.
not seen it, it's on Amazon. Please go watch it.
And I mean, even listening to like how she got her start and like,
Yes.
how she got her start would just never happen today.
So
kinda
it's
thing.
funny.
It would
so
never happen.
I love Mary, right?
Yeah.
So I knew all of the story, but hearing her tell is obviously very different. Watching it, I was like, that would never,
It just
ever
would never happen this
happen.
way.
It would. I was
anymore.
thinking the same thing. I was like, that would never
And there's
happen.
That's divine like intervention.
Yeah.
Like literally God was like the ancestors was working overtime and was like, no, this one, she's gonna do the lineage work.
Yeah, and
she's
RP
gonna have the opportunity.
Andre Harrell.
I was
like,
so
to also,
glad to see him in that.
Me too. I was like, I'm so
that
glad
was
they
a
were able to do
surprise.
it.
I didn't know that Andre Harrell was in the documentary, but I'm
Yes.
glad that she was able to hear him give her flowers.
Yeah, same. No,
I
it-
I just got
he
emotional
posed
talking
up
about
on
that.
in her project. She was scared
With
for
a
him.
zebra
Yes.
silk shirt on, and he
yeah,
had-
I can't wait for the book because, like, I've seen Mary probably like 4 or 5 times. I remember I had an ex that
Yeah.
said I danced just like her, and was like, I just do like a
you
bop.
actually do.
You do.
He did. He told me, he was like,
do.
you dance just like Mary. And matter of fact, we went with my parents
And
to
got
go
the
see the
thighs to
Jay-Z.
match.
I can't. Yeah, I love it. Habucha. I am a student of Mary. I really am. So I actually have to ask you this question then, because I was having this debate. What, and I think it's two parts.
Okay.
What was more impactful culturally and personally? Mary J. Blige, My Life, or Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill?
So what was the question?
What was more impactful culturally and personally? Between those two
Got it.
albums.
Culturally, I would say Lauren. Lauren was more culturally. Personally, was Mary.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Lauren, we still talk about that damn album. She only had one damn album. And
She
we
really
still,
did.
And we still mention it.
That's
so it's
because
like,
that late bitch, like,
and people still
like
consider
she can't
her
even
to be one
perform
of
the
the
songs
great.
in
We
this
actually
original.
haven't mentioned her as a great like MC.
we have not.
talking
haven't.
about. We talked about. I mentioned Kim. I mentioned
Right.
Missy, but I did not talk about Lauren. But her name is like has resonance in that female
For
MC
one
rap
album.
game. I mean, she
One.
also like essentially
We
what,
got the
5
Fugees.
Grammys. She had 5 Grammys for that album. That was like legendary. So
and album of the year.
Yeah.
fuck.
Who is yours, G?
I feel like culturally, I think I have to mimic Dee Dee.
Yeah, I get it.
I think
After what you
but
just said, I
at the
get
same
it.
time, I don't want to diminish Mary's influence on culture for women. The
not
only reason
Yeah,
why
I don't think it meant so, and that's why I had to. That's why it literally. And I only separated it because I said that one. I don't. Let me preface it. I don't think you can really compare the two.
Right.
you can't.
But so that's why I said person because mine is actually different from y'all's. So
Okay, well, let's hear it.
So I think for me, seeing a girl that looked like me, like brown and like rapping and talking about like, remember when that thing came out and like not, and that's when I remember like being into boys and like navigating that whole thing. And I pre-ordered it at Sam Goody.
Wow.
So for me personally,
One of my jobs.
yeah, right, exactly. What are your so for me personally, Lauryn Hill, Miseducation had a bigger impact on me personally. Culturally, I think it was Mary. Mary they can both tour, but like the way those songs hit, the way that album like opens up, the impact that she has, like. And granted, Lauren could probably do like Essence. Also, when I think Mary doing My Life, I think Essence because I've seen her there so many times. And the way people go up and like still like that shit come on My Life, like you hear it, the
You stand up
samples.
immediately.
Right.
Yeah, it's like it's also such a generational. And not that Lauryn Hill, my parents are younger, so I remember my parents went to go see Lauryn Hill, and I cried because I thought my father was taking me, not my mother. I think he was like, "Nigga, you're not my wife." Like the fuck, and I cried, but. Mary, your grandparents could like her. Your parents could
Everybody.
like her because all the same like.
And they
that shit,
mentioned that
you
on the
feel it.
documentary, and I love that.
Yeah, you feel like you just feel My Life. And then when she had the people coming up, like I wanted to kill myself, and I heard it, and then like I said, I think I still have both of those albums, but I do think culturally Mary was a bigger project. But like I said, personally, and it's also just because Lauren was brown.
Right. No, I mean, and I love
Not only,
that.
but you know what I mean.
But that
Yeah,
was
but
huge,
I love
though.
that. Yeah.
And Lauren is a better singer than Mary to me personally. But
I don't
Let's
know
not
now.
talk about
Yeah.
that now, child.
but
You
it's,
know the
not,
girl-
it's not like a shade. But
See, the
Lauren
thing- go ahead.
vocally, she's incredible.
I mean, the thing about Mary was like her singing is very raw, and it's not.
It
trained.
is.
She does not have a trained voice.
and I love that.
And I love it.
love
And
that.
I think that was what resonated with a lot of people.
Yeah.
They talk about it in the documentary. Granted, they never talk about her voice actually,
Yeah.
and like not being trained.
It's just
But I
so
think
raw.
It was so raw. You see this girl who looks like you, who's dressing like
Yes.
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
who's singing about shit that you're going through, and I can actually sing like her.
yeah.
Cause you can't tell me I be singing. I was
Right.
listening to the Mary album, the self-titled Mary album on Christmas Eve, and my sister came downstairs and was like,
Yes.
"How y'all not listen to Christmas music?" And me and my mother are like, "You said it's your child, yes it is." And I was
that
like, "You
really
what you
messed
won't
me
do
up.
It is Christmas
I was
music.
like, "This
the
is
fuck?
Christmas music," and I refuse. Like, no more happy holidays.
Yes.
Like, no, I. That's why I said
Mary
I
J.
love.
Blige. Mary
I
J.
fell off
Blige
after.
is Christmas music because it connects all the generations. It
Hello.
connects your grandmother. It connects
Yeah.
your parents,
Everybody.
and it connects you. And if you got kids, it connects your kids. 'Cause
Everybody.
your kids gonna know what the fuck Mary. Who
You're
the
like,
fuck Mary
that's
J. Blige
crazy.
is.
Jesse's Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes is going to be Mary J. Blige. That's kind of low
love
key
it.
insane.
I love that.
Like,
and
that's-
Mary has a Christmas album. It's
And she
called
does.
A Merry Christmas.
Yep,
She sure does.
They're both iconic, and I don't think we need to compare
Absolutely.
the two. But I just was like, because I had that debate.
I
wanted
mean,
to know.
but But Mary to me is I would absolutely put her over Lauren just because of the longevity of the commitment of the she still produces music.
Right.
It's also you
And
gotta
good
work.
music.
Right.
Like
You gotta work. You gotta
also
work.
have to people sometimes forget that you still have to work. You can still have all these accolades, you can have all this money, you can have all of these things. You still gotta work. You still have to get up every day
Talent
and
meets
work.
preparation,
Yeah,
baby.
and I don't care what we talk. You could be a damn dentist. Like you have to work.
do.
Like you just can't be like, oh, this not gonna happen. So
Yeah.
Song of the summer. What is that?
You need no other money.
Niggas are gonna jam. Niggas like the
You need no
like, you don't need no other. Like, it's like, God damn, okay, I don't need no other body. Baby,
It's not a
baby.
fucking debate. The only song I would probably throw in the hat is Migos Straightening.
Girl, what song is
No,
that?
not at all. Yeah, I was like, I've never heard straightening at all.
That's when
Straighten
you don't
in,
listen to
straighten
the
in.
rap. But Straightening be
No,
going the
it
fuck
does
off.
go, but no
does.
one's playing
It
straight.
does.
No, and
I
that's-
listened
and
to
that's
Straightening
that is the
yesterday,
thing.
actually.
You
That is
did?
Yeah.
But I would say, and I have to remove DJs because DJs be in their own little world and they don't play for what people want to hear all the time.
Absolutely.
And
You-
so,
low-key,
especially in fucking Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
However,
Those
I
DJs are
agree
fucking
with-
trash.
Yeah, those DJs are trash. Daryl, I agree with you. WizKid.
WizKid
Essence. It's WizKid Essence for
Thames,
sure.
excuse me, I want to leave her off. Essence is absolutely
Also,
the song
check
of
out
the summer.
Thames also because get
Yeah.
into her discography. That girl, okay, get into her too.
I never
I
heard
gotta
of her
check out
until
Thames.
Check. I haven't either. Check. Because I love
Okay.
that song so much. I was like, well, let me get into her. No, she's when I say her, I mean Tim.
I'm gonna pay attention.
Pay attention. Like she's really, really that girl. Like she has some great songs outside of obviously Essence.
Right.
No, and I think this summer, I don't think I've ever been out as much as I had. And like the doll has been in clubs, like pandemic, no mask.
It's okay.
It's giving Delta
It's
and
giving
American Airlines
vaccinated.
variant. Yeah,
Get vaccinated.
y'all know I was at All Star, so you obviously I was out.
Oh my gosh.
But like that song, yeah, I
You
don't
don't need
care.
no other.
I was
Chokehold.
out. I was out last week. At one point, I was like, "Turn it off!" Chokehold. While sipping Casamigos. Chokehold.
Turn it off.
It was like, okay, we don't need no other body. Everybody know the song. Goddamn. I was at Dumbo House. They played it, and it was a group of black people next to us. I mean, we were obviously a group of black people too, but it was another group of black people. When I tell y'all, they acted like we were in a full-on nightclub. And it was so low, and I couldn't even you couldn't even really hear it, and they were going off,
Yes.
off.
That's crazy.
And this is at dinner.
Because that's a bop.
Yeah.
It's about
And the whole WizKid album is really
so
good.
good.
The whole
The song with
album
her,
is
I
fire.
love the one.
I love the
Wow.
song with her.
Dun, 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 dun.
I love
love it.
Gyrate.
I don't really know the titles. How'd I go
Don't
and
make
go?
me gyrate. Gyrate. I think it's a song after Essence.
So it's at the end.
It's at the end.
The whole album
Yeah.
is really good.
It's
Like
I tweeted that the WizKid Made in Lagos album is like a comfort pillow. Like I literally just
Yes.
put it on and like the background, like I'm
You think
working.
he
Don't
reminded us-
don't
I feel
die.
like he had the ancestors in there and just was like calling everybody to our home,
Right.
like of Africa.
Even the LMA song is cute.
It's so cute.
Yes.
I love that. I love that
Come and
album.
get it,
I
come
love
and
that
get it,
album.
baby.
Shout out to you, WizKid.
Yeah, no, it really is. It truly.
Wasn't he on One Dance with Drake?
I need a one day.
He was. Okay,
Yes,
that
okay.
was some people's introduction to him. Okay.
I think
Speaking
that might
of
be
Drake.
mine, to be
the
honest.
I guess Afro beats, reggae tone. I would never claim to know a lot about that genre of music at all.
Afro
But
beats
they
is
be-
coming.
They first
It
of all,
is.
they be like billionaires also.
Yeah.
Like
Because
DeVito,
there's-
Davido, I've heard it
there's
done
more
both ways.
music outside of American music, but you know, Americans, we're so like self-absorbed because that's what our culture is.
Right.
That we forget that there's a whole landmass.
No,
and that
I don't want to
there's a
hear it.
world.
I am give me down south, child. I'm trying to hear Waukesha. Okay, I'm trying to hear Moneybag Yo. I'm trying to hear
I
City
love
Girls.
me some money bags, yo.
And
now,
you know, I don't even love
okay?
Moneybag Yo, but I told you when I was in the
Ghetto.
club last week,
I love me
we
some money
laughed.
bags,
We
yo,
fully.
baby.
They were playing reggae for maybe 15 minutes, and I was on my phone, and then it was like, "Let's go." I'm like,
You said I can't get my mind off Waukesha.
yeah, literally. I was like, "What is this?" I don't know any of
When
this
I learned
music.
what Waukesha was, I was like, wow, a
Oh,
beautiful
lean.
play on words.
Yeah,
Yep.
Beautiful play on
Because
words.
the walk.
Wow.
did not. not even gonna get into this. Sorry. Did not know Wok was lean. It's a whole other. Which is
no.
The brand
I had
name,
a situation. Isn't like one of the brand names?
Yes, it is.
Did not. Not even going to tell. When I tell y'all this story, like, yeah, it's I showed my whole age.
Genius. Like I like to Genius rap lyrics because I do not be knowing what these rappers are saying. So I go on Genius to find out.
I'm actually tell you real quick. I had an artist had a song called Wok. I thought he meant like a pan. Created a whole idea around cooking and chefing. And then the day before found out it was lean. And I was like, what the? I thought that this was like a pan to saute vegetables.
W-O-K Wok, but no.
That's what it's called. W-O-K. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes. Yeah.
This is why we need the Ute. The Ute them.
I literally was like, why are you just telling me?
Or your favorite drunk friend, because then they could just tell you.
Right, because my old ass had to Google it and read the lyrics to find out what is happening
I
here.
actually had lean before. That shit.
How does it? Okay. Someone who's had lean before, I don't want to try it, but how does it feel?
I didn't like it.
Okay.
Because I'm a hyper person, I guess. Yeah, well, yeah. You gotta
it's giving power book too.
Crack and heroin.
Well, I mean, I don't understand how one takes it and is functioning.
That's the whole point, and that's what I didn't like.
Yeah.
Because you're fighting your sleep. You're
who
fighting the
wants
tired.
to do that?
And more than anything,
who wants to fight sleep?
I don't ever want to
No,
fight
fuck
my
that.
Am I a child? No.
who wants lean belly? Fuck that. I don't want the motherfucking lean belly.
Yeah.
You're not having
I
me
tried that
out
shit
here.
one time, and I was like, "Yeah, this ain't for me, dog.
That-
This ain't for me, big
Also,
dog."
do I have a cold? I don't like Dimetapp. So ain't no way in hell that I'm about to do that. I literally don't like Dimetapp. So I knew
Y'all
for
can
me
keep the
it wasn't.
promethazine.
Yeah, I'm straight.
I knew for me. Like I remember when Tariq on Power, I was like,
Yeah.
ew, he got a cold.
I know my drug bag and it's weed, and that's it. I don't be needing all that extra
I
shit.
hate these lean niggas because now I gotta like go to the when I go to Dwayne Reed, I gotta get a card to go get the damn medicine.
Yeah.
Because y'all
Oh,
want
It
to
ain't the
make
lean
cough
niggas
syrup.
shot. It's the meth niggas too. You know,
Oh,
that's why
really?
you can't get.
Yeah.
It's really the meth
It's
girls.
really
It's the meth girls.
It's the meth
Yeah.
girl. That's why you can't get like certain, you know, what the phenymes or whatever, not
Y'all need
acetylphenine
to
or
stop.
whatever.
Y'all
I
need
mean,
to stop
is it in
that
the
shit.
deodorant too? Because the fact that I have to need a key to get deodorant is
Now
kind of
that
wild.
is wild
What's
to me.
that
That's just
issue
in a
there?
ghetto neighborhood.
And
Actually,
toothpaste. Deodorant and toothpaste.
Like,
Talk about ring the bell.
Yeah,
Ring
I
the
was gonna say,
bell.
that's
I need to rate. Now, granted, native is $12. It's $11.99, so I understand
Yeah,
the price
they're-
mark.
no
That
one's
is like the
using that
equivalent
for-
of getting Casamigos or not Casamigos, fucking Clase Azul at the liquor store, and they got to go to the back to open it
To
up.
get it.
I guess that's the same for native.
No, yeah, that's
but I was
different,
just
y'all.
like.
Skincare
the
needed.
Suave right there, and it's $3.99, and it still need a key too.
I
Like, what
can't.
the fuck is
that's why I
going
said
on?
that's just ghetto neighborhoods. Because I
Okay.
definitely have to like ring my little bell
I
in my
ring the bell.
neighborhood.
And
Yeah.
then they let everybody know I'm in the skincare aisle. Damn.
No, but yeah, all the because I remember one time I had to ask the pharmacist. I was just like, "I'm sorry, why does my allergy medicine have to come from behind?"
And she
the
was telling you
counter?"
the meth people?
Yeah, it's the meth. It's giving Breaking Bad.
Wow.
wow.
They need
Yeah.
to stop that shit, especially if they love their teeth.
Well,
Everybody
I also
in
didn't
LA
know.
does meth.
You know, even I did not realize that there were.
They do.
You
I
said-
don't
wait,
know
did you
about
say
black
everybody does
people,
meth?
but
Meth?
everybody
Wait, what?
in the Los
That's
Angeles. I
what she
mean,
said.
you know, black people are I think like 6% of Los Angeles County, but that's the main drug in Los Angeles. That's
Meth?
the issue.
Meth?
Meth. Yeah, one of my cousins, she's a lawyer and she works in family court. So she essentially takes away kids from families all the time, and it's because of meth. It's not really like that is
That's
the
a tough ass
leading.
job.
That's the leading like drug in Los Angeles.
Oh
Damn.
my god. Yeah, I'm only used to heroin.
But that ain't really
child.
affecting the black community. So it's like,
Well,
for once.
I think what I can't now. Shit, now I actually forgot it, and I didn't realize they have like the fake version of these pills. Oh my god,
Of what pill?
like the opioids.
prescribed like Oxy and all those like type of things, and they have like synthetic versions, and that's like I know somebody that died off that, off of a synthetic version.
That's
of
a
an
real
Oxy.
thing.
Yeah,
Like I was
did not
listening to
know
a
that.
Uzi song and he was like, somebody was stop taking the fake Xans. It's gonna make your stomach hurt. And I was like, who raps this? What am I listening to?
I mean, I'm glad that he's telling the youth.
Right.
This is I'm gonna just
But
stick
stop
to
taking Xans if you're not
my drug,
a real schizophrenic or depressant or whatever the fuck that drug is
I
actually
actually
used for.
want to see what that does to me as well, but I haven't.
We're not. Well, wait, real quick. Okay, you know
I haven't
Uzi.
done Xan.
we're getting off the drugs. Uzi.
No pun intended.
I was like, I'm sorry, we're moving forward.
Didi wants to try all the drugs.
Because Didi talking about trying synthetic. Okay,
Not synthetic. No.
He was inquiring.
I was inquiring about
lean.
lean and Zan.
And you talking about McDonald? No, Uzi and beating, and allegedly, popping up to I've heard multiple versions of this story, but I think and I don't know. This is I'm being the mespert. And allegedly, she had a meeting with St. John, and then after the meeting
on Sunset Boulevard,
on Sunset
Boulevard,
had a meeting with St. John. He left, and then Uzi came up and like beat her or shot her. I'm still trying to figure out where they were.
But pressed a gun to her stomach.
But where were they on Sunset also?
It was a restaurant.
It was a restaurant.
It was noted in the news article.
Okay,
I
low-key need to find this because I think I was there last week. And I was like, where were they?
I think I actually know the restaurant. Hold on, because I was being nosy too. My nosy ass was
I was like, I want to know where it is.
Was
and
it?
Then obviously, everybody was at
Dialogue Cafe.
Dialogue
on Holloway Drive.
Okay, never mind. I thought it was someplace else.
Why did I find that so easily? Mespert.
Mespert. I love it. That is not okay.
Absolutely
not at all. No.
And then was breakdancing at what's his name? Ron. What's the white man's name?
Owner of the 76ers. That rich
white man's name.
I can't support no shit like that.
I can't either, and that lets us also know what he's doing to our sis. And he probably just not beating up her face because she's active. But I don't want to say that that's what he's doing. But usually abusers abuse. If they don't do shit else, they abuse.
Yeah.
And they also know where to abuse you if you are in the light.
That shit is sad.
It really is.
And I mean, we
whatever
seen
they
that
said
live,
he did it.
When JT had Carisha on her live, or excuse me, Young Miami on her live, and he was being super aggressive.
He was,
and she was being mum.
And
that's giving abuse.
Like disgusting.
Yeah, I had to have a whole conversation about that. I was like, that's not okay. And I think certain men think that is a way of expressing admiration and love, and it's like that's not. Those are controlling, negative behaviors. Like, don't try to play me. So you can flex on your manlyhood or some shit like that.
Right. You little ass.
Well,
that's also a part of it.
You are literally smaller than me. I wish I was little Uzi Vert size. Shit.
Yeah,
I wish I had the body of him.
That's why he know how to do all that shit. Got guns and stuff because he got that disease. What is it?
Wait, what? He really does have a disease?
The little people
Napoleon
disease.
complex?
Napoleon complex. Excuse me.
Girl, I thought he really had dwarfism or something. I was like, oh my God, little Uzi Vert's a dwarf?
I mean, I call it a disease because it's
shit. He might as well be for beating
your
up
body
on
is
my
at a
sis.
disease.
I did not know, child.
Dominique. Brittany.
Yep. Child.
Shout out to Brittany. I hope she's doing well because whatever the fuck she said he did, he did.
He did
whatever they
shit.
said he did, he did.
I'm like, what's her name?
Shit. So I be skipping over that Juggernaut song on Tyler.
On Tyler.
I mean, it's cute though because it got Pharrell.
It is cute.
on it.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I know.
Pharrell be spazzing on that song.
I love Pharrell spazzing on that song
I just love when Pharrell talk his shit.
because he don't do it.
He don't.
I love when
he don't
Pharrell
need
talks
to,
his
if you that
shit.
Because he
bitch,
got
you
the
don't
Money
gotta
Bag
talk
Yo
about
song.
it.
Literally.
He talk his shit too.
Yes.
Because if you got it, you don't even got
If
to
you got it,
talk
you don't
about
gotta
it.
talk about it. Shout out to Nikki who said that.
Yeah. Well, I actually don't even have service in here. I was trying to find the quote. So I love that as the quote.
Service?
Go ahead, say it again.
Yeah, I need to be on Wi-Fi. If
you got it,
you ain't
got
it, you ain't got to talk about it.
I know that's right.
I know that's right. Big Ben Bisson, not the big.
Hey.
You know, I'm still upset about that because Sweetie should have.
I was like, Sweetie
actually should have done the vocal to say,
right.
I know
that's right. Because that's where you took
it
from, Cardi.
Right.
Or Party, whoever wrote it.
I know that's right. I know that the all of her, I know that's right. So, all right, y'all.
Holla.
Bye.
Yeah, it was literally, I know, it was like, I was like,